Alright, well.
Alright. Long awaited.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done one of these. Life kind of just got in the way. A lot of personal stuff, a lot of, I guess, social stuff as well. I've got school, college, and my co-host here.
Yeah,
He's
Atypical.
got work.
Yeah, it's been it's honestly been a really shitty...
Since this last podcast, it's been a really fucked couple months.
It's been, honestly, I think life has been shitty for about a year plus now. Before we hopped on here, we were talking, we were like, you know what we want to talk about, this and that, but the one thing that came to my mind was life with no direction. That's pretty much how I'm feeling right now.
I feel like it's kind of been like the base of our like topics and conversation for the past couple months. Like, I'm in college right now, and like there are paths that I can go, but I just don't exactly know what path I want to go down, and I don't have like a good direction on where I want to go. And I know with you, with your work, it's like you didn't go the college route, you went the workforce route, and you just don't know what direction to go into.
Yeah, well, I mean, for starters, because, I mean, we don't have anything up on the channel at the moment. So, I'm Isaac, 21 years old, just kind of going with the flow right now in life, working, trying to get the money up. I fucking hate my job. I hate my life right now. I definitely want more out of life, but it's really hard when you're in like a dead end town and there's just so limited opportunities. It's pretty hard, but you know, you definitely gotta work to get to where you want to be. It's not always gonna be easy, but
and I guess that would make me I'm Nick. I'm 21. I'm in college right now. I fucking hate it.
Oh yeah, it's a story of our life.
I will say though, I like it a lot more than high school, and I'm very fortunate for where like the position I'm in with it. Mind you, just a little background. My father works at the school, so I get a discount, which is why I'm fortunate. 75% off my education. Very fortunate. I don't take that for granted. Do I like the schoolwork? Fuck no. Do I like the end result? We'll see. Just have to see where that goes, especially in this bum-ass town. I feel like nobody wants to put the effort. Everyone expects everything to come to them without putting the effort into anything.
Yeah,
Then they get mad whenever nothing happens.
Tell you what, I don't know where all you guys are tuning in from, but we live in a pretty fucking vile town. It's dude, it's a rancid place to grow up.
There's no room for improvement.
It's kind of seems like every day you kind of just revert back to the same routines and just
same mindsets, honestly.
Yeah, even when you have your good days, they only last so long, and you know, I kind of feel like everyone feels the same way. In a way, but I also feel like some people are just content where they're at already, and they have no plans on bettering themselves in the future. So everyone just likes to fucking have fun.
Let's put my college degree to a little bit of to some use. God, if you're feeling the audio right now, give me a second. I'm gonna plug my laptop in.
Oh my god.
But putting my degree to use a little bit, there's almost like a comfort with living shitty. Like, people will see like this bum-ass town and just be comfortable with it because this is all they know, this is all they knew, and doing something risky like what we want to do, especially like with this podcast, it's scary for most people, but it's like, we got to a certain point where our mentalities just got so fucked up to where it's like, we have to get out of this town or we're gonna die in this town. And I'm...
Yeah, definitely. Yeah! Fucking first voice crack, and it had to happen already.
And I'm not willing to, like, die in this town. This fucking town sucks. It's like, people just get so content in their ways, and they don't want to, like, do anything to push forward.
Yeah, man, I had something I wanted to speak on, but mine's kind of in a crazy place right now. Oh, yeah, think about, like, taking risks. Or actually, no. We'll get into that later. Something I did want to say, kind of like bouncing off you, is to you guys listening, I think, everyone goes through, like, rough patches, and some people really do think that where they're at in their life, it's going to be forever, because it's just, everything's so repetitive, your routines are repetitive. Let's say you have a job you don't like, you're in a marriage that you're not happy with, you just feel like you're stuck. But something I've learned is that once you get fed up with your shit, like, once you actually get tired of yourself, like, actually, you're tired of your own shit, I think that's whenever you really can start to switch your mindset.
I feel like you have to hit a breaking point, like, not just, like, a regular, like, ooh, I'm just fed up with all the bullshit. Like, you have to hit an actual breaking point.
I actually think failure is, like, super essential. Because,
like, I don't mean to interrupt you at all, but
yeah,
dude,
go ahead.
With failure comes success, because you could fail 1,000,000 times and still be ahead of everyone else, because instead of failing and just saying, you know what, I failed at this, I'm just going to stop, you have to fail, realize what you fucked up that first time, fix it, go back, retry, fail again, find out what messed up that time, and just keep repeating the process. It's like, failure, like you said, is essential. You just have to find the right formula to find the success.
Definitely. And you got to take all your failures, really got to analyze them. One thing I didn't think I'd be sharing so soon, but I think I'm going to share it anyway. So, in my situation, I wasn't very patient. I moved out when I was like, 19, 20.
I think you were 20 when you moved out.
I think I had just turned 20, and I moved into a place with my brother. Living at home wasn't working out. I was arguing a lot with my parents, my parent, and, he kind of just wanted us, I don't know if I'd say he wanted us out, but I
feel like he wanted to, because I know a little bit about the situation from, like, what you told me. I feel like he wanted you guys to get your own place so that you could start experiencing life. It's like,
yeah, but
it probably wasn't the best way to do it, but...
Yeah, it definitely wasn't, because, like, looking back on it now, like, I know, honestly, like, all my friends, a lot of people I graduated with high school with, all these people, they kind of still live with their parents, for the most part, some of them in college, some of them just working, saving money, and tell you what, guys, 21, I still feel like I'm, like, 16 years old. Like, I got all these responsibilities now, and it's stressful, but I think hard times and just being out on your own, you figure out a lot, but something I wanted to say is, whenever I moved out, I had to burp. This bias hitting nice. But when I moved out, I kind of seen everything crumbling for quite a couple months, crumbling within myself, people's moods around me, stopped talking to people, stopped talking to my friends. But
I know whenever you moved out, you and I weren't talking at the time.
Yeah, I really wasn't talking to anyone, but...
Because I remember things were still a little... There was still tension between us whenever I first came down to your new place.
Yeah, but I wasn't talking to people for a reason. And that's because I fell through quite a nasty gambling addiction, which I won't speak too much on it now. I think we'll save that in the future for, maybe like more of a deeper chat, but honestly, probably went through the gambling addiction for about, let's see, solid like 4 or 5 months. Continuous, guys. Every day. I wanted to speed up progress, though. That's what I was going for. I was like, you know what? Fuck going to get a job. Fuck working at some bunk-ass job, as I always used to say to Nikki dude, when I was a teenager.
You said, and I quote, I ain't working no bum-ass job. And I mean, to an extent, that kind of mentality is useful because you didn't want to work a dead-end job. It's like there's no hate on fast food workers.
Definitely not, because you got to get your bread up somehow.
But the thing that I will say about fast food places, if you're a full-grown adult and you're working a fast food place bitching about like your situation, that's completely on you. Those fast food places are literally like they were designed for children to run, for people who are 16, 17, 18 even. It's like, fuck, where was that whole thought going? Because like my brain just kind of turned to mush. Guys, if I go off track, please do not. It is not going to be a normal thing. I just took my last final for the semester, so I'm kind of missed.
Yeah, I've been just kind of...
What were we talking about?
Well, we were just talking about...
Oh, the job thing.
Yeah, the whole job thing, which... all I really wanted to say about that, dude, was like... I know that a lot of you probably just want to go to your end thing, and that's perfectly normal. Like, let's say you're an entrepreneur. I always wanted to go the entrepreneur route, which I still do, but...
You have to start somewhere. It's like you can't go or like support what you want to do dream-wise if you don't have the means to do it.
Yeah, you have to build up your net worth, which, dude, it's not fucking easy, especially when you're our age and maybe you're renting your own house or whatever. You have to... Your first priority is eating, paying your bills, taking care of your car insurance, all this stuff. And you really have to figure out how you're able to make time for that. But before I forget this thought, because I'll tell you what, this podcast ain't named Atypical for a reason. We are both pretty ADHD, just throwing that out there. So I'm going to revert back to this one point I made earlier before I forget it. But... with, like, the only reason I wanted to bring up the gambling addiction I had was because I thought that I could get ahead and get lucky, if I invested a bit of time just fucking taking a risk like that. That is a fucking horrible risk. I don't recommend anyone do that. It set me back. It quite literally set me back probably like 6 months, a year. I could have been in a way better position right now, I'm sure, but... like I said, you have to learn from your failures. And maturing definitely is realizing that you're going to have to do stuff that you don't want to do. And...
dude, maturing is just realizing the dollar is not as much as you think it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Your parents will not support you 100%. I think we both dealt with that. Like,
unless you have rich parents, but...
unless you're born into money... which neither of us were. It's like, dude, I remember I used to buy my shoes at like Walmart or Kohl's or shit like that. It's like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If like you have to live within your means, because whenever you have a family or there's like you're living with someone else, it's not just about you. Like you have to be willing to give up some form of a sacrifice to make sure that you guys can make it by, because food's a priority. Living like a roof over your head is a priority. It's like the basic necessities take over. And something I learned whenever, like, obviously I'll just talk about this now really quick. My parents are divorced. Whenever I moved in with my pops, I mean, shit, dude, like, we were living good for a while, and then we kind of dialed it back, and I started to learn, like, the actual value of, like, $1. Mm-hmm. And I kind of matured in that way. It's like, me 2019 when I graduated high school is not the same me now. It's like...
I definitely feel that.
Like, you guys will learn in this, like, if you guys, like, stick around, you'll understand, like, we aren't the most normal people. Like, we won't be serious 100% of the time because we're both kind of, I feel like we're both on the spectrum in a way, but
yeah,
sometimes we'll be serious, we'll be intellectual, we'll be, like, really, what did I just say? Before not normal. I'm just gonna repeat myself.
Yeah, you might have
so
to. I kind of lost you there.
We can be serious, we can be intelligent, we can be funny, we can just be balls to the wall. Not gonna lie, we can say the most heinous shit possible.
And we don't care.
We don't.
We don't give a fuck.
It's
Which
like,
you guys might... Well, you guys will come to learn. And thing is, too, you know, we don't
really say anything to offend people. Just to preface that, it's like...
Yeah, we
have our own personal opinions on things, but we aren't pushing it to such an agenda that, like, we want people to, like, cry because of what we say. We just want to express our opinions and just clarify, like, this is our own personal opinion and not how we are, like, treating people.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say we treat everyone with respect.
I do, all except for fat people.
Oh, here we go. I knew it was gonna slip in.
No, we'll go over that topic later. Because if I go into that shit now... Mind you, I need you to understand so you don't just take this out of context. I used to weigh 287 pounds, and I lost over 100 pounds. So, by me saying that, I can say, fuck fat people.
Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, I think you do have... It's like, you know how... people will give people the N-word pass, right? Give a white person the N-word pass. You essentially have the
fat person pass.
You have the card for it, yes.
It's like from a former... Well, then again, it's like no person of color is a former person of color. I'm like a fat person turned like not fat person, so it's like I still have the card because of proxy, but
you don't because you're not fat.
Well, I'm still kind of chubby. Like, the skin hasn't... Now, mind you, with over 100 pounds lost in, like, 7 months, don't expect the skin to just go away like I did. It's still, like, tightening up, which I'm seeing progress now. But, man, I feel like I don't know if it's the same as the N-word pass. I feel like that's a little more... I just have the ability to say it without any hesitation.
Definitely.
I'm not going to go into it fully, but I'm just going to say, if you complain about your weight and you're not actively doing anything about it, shut the fuck up. If you're constantly eating like shit and you're not putting any effort in, shut the fuck up. If you're not going on a walk, if you're not willing to just do shit at home, I lost over 100 pounds at home, no gym, just eating better and cutting bad stuff out. If you're not doing that, shut the fuck up.
I think Alright.
Sorry about that.
Now you're good. I think in general, dude, I think just like eating good, making sure you drink a lot of water, dude, not eating a whole lot of fast food and shit, dude, that'll make your mood so much better. It won't make you feel like shit.
Dude, there's a domino effect whenever it comes to obesity and mental health. It's like, I don't mean to cut you off at all.
No, you're good.
Like, whenever I was 287, I was probably... I've had some very depressing times after I lost the weight, but, dude, before it was constant, like...
Well, like, dude, even, like, today, dude, like, I really have been wanting to, like, eat better, right, guys? Like, I'm not fat. Like, I'm fucking skinny. I just have a crazy metabolism, but I do have some GI issues, so when I do eat certain things, it really fucks me up, and like I don't have the same energy as most people probably do during the start of their day. Like, there's a lot of days where I'm kind of just trying to get through the day,
kind of feeling sluggish.
Yeah, but like even today, I was super hungry. I was pissed off today, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get Taco Bell, which it was good in the moment, but as soon as I threw that bag out, I don't know, like, I feel like I almost just felt like some life left my body.
Well, with that, I can like confidently say it's like I used to eat so much junk food, and it was insane because my diet consisted very little of anything fresh. It was mostly just all frozen foods. And whenever I completely switched my diet around from all frozen to like 99% fresh, it's like, yeah, I'll still have some slightly processed stuff, but I don't eat anything that's like, I don't currently have anything that's high in fat, high in like saturated trans fat, um, carbs. I try to keep relatively to a minimum, and like sugar. I was telling Isaac today, he's like, you want me to pick you up something to drink? And I was like, hey, surprise me as long as it has no sugar. Sugar is one of the main things. Like, if you start to cut out sugary drinks, you'll be able to cut out all the sugary, like, foods and candies and stuff like that a lot easier because you already, like, have the sugary drinks out of your system.
I guess technically I didn't get you a drink with no sugar because this has 1 gram.
Well, dude,
But-
this isn't even...
but-
it's not normal sugar. There's 0 added sugars. This is straight from a source, so... As long as it's not added sugars, I don't care. Like, if... I'm just
as
gonna...
long as it's, like, natural.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up this actual... Like, what the sugar is.
I do recommend, like, I know we ain't getting fucking paid to say this, but these drinks, I don't know exactly how to say them. I'm just assuming it's BAI.
Yeah.
BAI. I used to be addicted to energy drinks.
It was... I'm just gonna cut in really quick. It was terrible, his addiction. It was once a day, if not 2.
Yeah, dude, hell, a couple years ago, even, I remember during the summer, there was days I'd smash, like, 3 of them. Because I was just feeling fucking crazy, but
Do you know whenever
do not do that.
Do you know when I was on my Red Bull kick?
Yeah.
Dude, I had 4 Red Bulls in a day and just still felt sluggish.
Well, dude, I mean, I think at a certain point, they just start doing more harm. Because, like, if you think about it, a lot of energy drinks make you crash. At least some people. So if you drink 4, I mean, that's 4 chances to crash, technically. But I feel like after 4, man, you'd just be a fucking slug. Or you'd be insanely dialed.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine you'd be able to keep that energy for a while. What are you fucking
Okay,
about?
so one of these isn't gonna kill us. I just did a little bit of looking into like the sugar substitute that was in these BAI drinks, and the results of consuming it, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it, but it can increase blood clot formation and it can cause digestive issues.
Oh my god, man. And I thought these were helping my tummy with the that's where they get you, antioxidant.
Yeah, dude, the thing is, you have to look into everything because I
feel like everything's bad for you nowadays, dude.
I took a food science class the semester that I just finished today, and it gave me a lot of information that I didn't previously know. So I feel like going into the future, we're definitely gonna... Because we talked about me helping you meal prep.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So
I need it so bad.
Dude, I'll just... Now on top of this, we'll actually sit down and see the drinks that we actually enjoy, see what they're... Like, if they're healthy or not, and just start adding substitutes. Because that's what I did. Like, I didn't have soda... And I still rarely have soda. The only soda I'll ever drink nowadays
cream soda.
A&W cream.
A&W pack.
Aw, shit. A&W, you want to reach out to us? Once we get a little bigger, I'll let you be the fucking one and only.
Which completely contradicts what we were just talking about, but...
Dude, the thing is, you're never gonna have a perfect diet nowadays because of companies trying to cut like corners. It's like... You can be as healthy as you can, but also, dude, you just have to have a couple days in the year where you're just like, fuck my health. If this kills me, dude, I would die to a cream soda. If that was what took me out,
yeah,
I'd be happy.
You have to have cheat days, dude, or you're never gonna... I mean, maybe there's some people out there that are like, they're fucking psycho, and they don't even enjoy, like, let's say like peach rings, or like a Reese's cup. They just want to eat and do their thing. That's cool, but I feel like...
Yeah, fat people.
In general, alright, the population does need some days where they just eat like a fucking lord. And
well, dude, some of the unhealthy stuff that we like look at as unhealthy, like candy, it's actually not fully unhealthy as we think. It's like, let's just take a look at these peach rings. Like, yeah, I'm not defending these at all, just based on the first ingredient, corn syrup. Like, there's also yellow 5 and red 40. Those both cause some neurological problems with your brain. I just recently found that out. It's kind of fucked.
oh wow.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
used to eat a bunch of shit that was red looking.
Oh
Maybe
my-
that's why I'm fucking brain deficient.
Oh my god.
But it's like, if you look at a lot of the stuff that you actually consume, like if you go on a daily basis, write down what you eat, the calories, just that will be. And I'm not trying to say I hate all fat people with like this conversation. I just want to say I hate the people who are obese who do not do any. This motherfucker's handing me a peanut butter melt away as we're talking about this. Okay.
Oh shit.
I just
Sorry,
want to.
folks.
I just want to preface this.
Sorry for the interruption.
I don't hate all fat people. I do not support the people who don't put the work in. Here, give me a second. Alright, sorry about that. We just had to take a little bit of a cut so Isaac could open his peanut butter melted water. But yeah, so I fully support people who are obese, who are actively trying to change their own physical like body and like their overall like nutrition. I fully support that because I believe that everybody should be at a healthy weight so that you're not getting completely like killed after you go up a flight of steps. I'm all for that, and I fully support people who do that. And the thing is, I'm willing to help people because, one, I'm not a nutritionist. I don't know what the fuck is good for people. I didn't go to school for it, and I'm not going to. But coming from one fat person, like, it's fucking possible to lose a lot of weight in a relatively short amount of time. But you just have to understand it's all about what you put into your body. Just like how, like, what you put into life. You get out what you put in. That's what I wanted to say. If you're putting in a bunch of shit food, you're not going to get anything good out, but heart disease. But...
Definitely. I mean...
We'll definitely, because I know, like, for this, like, you can say what you want to say. Mm-hmm. We'll definitely go into this a lot more, and, like, I'll cover a bunch of stuff with it for, like, my own personal experiences and stuff, but...
Yeah, dude.
I just wanted to add that little part.
You're good. Honestly, that probably, like... kind of, like, wraps... I feel like it kind of wraps that up. I was gonna branch off it, but I think it'd be better for another time.
If you want to say something really quick, just to...
I was just gonna say, dude, because, like... I mean, I'm not, like, super educated on the whole, like, obesity thing, per se, but, like... I feel like a good example of that, like killing yourself, like eating this shit is, I don't know how many of you out there watch television, I really don't, but there is a show out there that I'm sure most of you guys have seen at some point. It's called My 600 Pound Life.
Tammy and Amy.
Or actually, no, I think it's just called the 600 Pound Sisters.
Yeah, that's what that is, but dude, there's the 600 Pound Best Friends.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. I need to bring this up really quick before you go into your thought. There was this chick, I don't know how big she is, like she looked like above 200 pounds, easy, maybe even above 300, and she tried fitting into this like 2-piece bikini.
Oh, that ain't gonna work.
I really don't want to sound like that guy, but she looked like those hams in the like net things.
Hams in the nets?
Do you know whenever you buy a ham, it has like the little...
Oh my fuck, dude. Oh my fuck.
Yeah.
That's fucked, buddy. That's pretty fucked.
Dude, it's true, though. It's so shitty to say, but what were you gonna go into?
Dude, all I was gonna really say about the topic was, if you look at, like, my 600 pound... the 600 Pound Sisters, if you look at that show as a whole, I believe it was There's Amy and Tammy, and I believe Amy
She lost weight.
She's the one that lost weight, but the last time I seen a clip from that show, her sister had a...
She was hooked up to oxygen.
Yeah, she was hooked up to some fucking, oxygen. And it's pretty sad, dude. Like, you have one person trying to better themselves, actively trying, and then you just, that's her sister. That's, if you think about it, like, you guys, you guys have brothers, sisters. Maybe you don't, but if you do, imagine watching your siblings kill themselves like that. But
if you guys ever, like, you or Hosey ever got to that point where you started getting fat, I'd call you out on it.
It wouldn't be possible for me, bro. I'm eating a melt away right now. I weigh like 120 pounds right now, dude. It's no way.
Dude,
it's happening.
It was so weird the difference that you and I were at, because like you and I were easily like 100+ pounds away from each other. Now it's like you're 120. We're like less than 60 pounds away from each other now.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's actually insane. I remember even like seeing you for the first time after losing all your weight, dude. I was like, holy fuck. Whole different person. Really, like, genuinely, like, dude, that builds your confidence.
Oh, dude, I felt like a whole new man whenever
crazy.
I lost. Like, I would do the before and after pictures of, like, every 10 pounds. I didn't notice a difference, and I almost gave up. But then I stepped on the scale, and I was like, oh, shit. I lost 5 pounds.
Yeah.
And I started seeing, like, my stomach, like, slowly, like, get smaller. And the biggest flex of mine is that I still have a little chunk on the tummy. It didn't fully, like, go away just yet. But your boy's got a 4-pack, and he's still kind of chunky. Like, dude, I weigh, like, 100, maybe, like, 170 something. Mm-hmm. And I'm starting to develop a 4-pack.
Hell yeah. See, I knew all of us boys got that genetic, at least, a little 4-pack.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, I think that's one thing that's killed my mental health is, like, not going to the gym. Dude, whenever I had the time to go to the gym and I didn't have responsibilities, I got up to 140 pounds, dude. I was fucking busky.
You looked mean fuck.
Busky as fuck, dude. And I did that in 6 months, dude. And I was dirty bulking, which I really don't recommend that. You should go the healthy route if you can. But I've always been super fucking skinny, guys, so I was like, it's game on. I lost my 6-pack during that period, but I was excited, dude, seeing like my triceps get fucking huge, dude. I was like, damn.
If I can add something to that really quick. So, along with like dirty bulking not being like the recommended path, please do not go down the route that I did. I started to develop like, I think it's called body dysmorphia, and I used to eat and then throw up, which is like something that I don't really tell a lot of people, but I thought, you know what, fuck it, we'll go into it deeper. But just for like a good basis for this first podcast, like I'm just letting you see, like this is kind of the stuff that we'll be talking about. Obviously, not all of them will be like this, but
yeah, they're all gonna be.
They'll be different in their own unique way.
Absolutely.
We'll say some fuck shit.
Yeah, yeah, we will.
Really quick. So don't throw up to just think that because if you eat and then throw up, it's just not going to do good. It's like I still have problems like looking at myself in the mirror sometimes, and then other times if I wake up and my stomach's like feels empty and I'm like feel hungry, I look at myself and I'm like, there's the 4-pack.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. But it just don't overeat.
Yeah, just eat in good portions and
eat a healthy portion.
Don't feel bad about yourself.
Eat healthy food, and if you feel full, don't throw up. Just don't eat until you feel hungry, and then lower your portion from what you had before.
Because your body, it needs nutrients. You don't have the right food in you, proper food, especially if you're going through some shit, you know? Like, that food can really make a difference, whether you have a really good day or a really fucking bad day.
Also, don't go hot and heavy with losing so much weight at one time, because I did that, and my body kind of shut itself down for a little bit. I got, like, really sick whenever I, like, hit a certain weight. And I also got, like, really lightheaded anytime I stood up for, like, a solid, I complained about that for, like, 4 months.
I remember that.
I'm trying to think of, like, what else to talk about, because, like, we kind of went on a roll with that.
Yeah, we really did.
We could go into, like, what to expect, because we're at 35 minutes.
Yeah, we are, which, guys, we're still trying to figure this podcast stuff out. We definitely want to make it more official in the future.
Yeah, like, this first one is just us setting it up. We went through probably, an hour and a half trying to set this thing up, and then I was like...
Yeah, we're always having to do the most, I swear. Like, nothing ever works out. We have the shittiest luck.
Well,
I swear to God.
The one thing that saved us was because I'm in college and I get all these free applications. It's like... Yeah, that's what saved us this time.
We have a good tool. But that's also a good, this is a good way to show people that, like, dude, if you have something you really want to do, like, let's say you want to make YouTube videos, right? Let's just say you want to make YouTube videos. Dude, you don't need a $3,000, $4,000 camera, a fucking $6,000 PC. Dude, just do your thing.
YouTubers still use their phones to, like, record sometimes.
I see so many people just vlogging with their phones. Just do you. Well, honestly, do what makes you happy. And thing is, too, over time, you get good enough at something, you know, and you, what the fuck was I going to say? Over time, I don't know what I'm going to say. Over time, you'll be able to get more equipment, or, like, I guess YouTube is not the only thing that fucking people do. Let's say you... Fuck, man. Say you like chopping wood. You don't need a fucking $600 wood chopper, you know? What the fuck are you doing, bud? Wood chopper.
Yeah, if I can recommend anything to anyone, if you have a gaming console and want to start YouTube and don't have, like... Buddy, you done clicking on that? You're gonna piss people off.
Sorry.
If you really want to, like, make videos and you don't have, like, a really good laptop, most schools nowadays will provide you with a laptop. Literally, just get the, like, YouTube application on your phone. I mean, on your, like, Xbox or not your... Okay, I'm gonna restart. If you want to start YouTube, you can easily start it through, like, doing Twitch stuff. If you download Twitch, you can stream stuff. And you can build a following on Twitch while also saving the VODs and then pulling that and then throwing it up on YouTube once you've edited that. It's like you don't need a bunch of fancy shit. Just work with what you have. That's like what I was saying. Like, work within your means. Don't.
Another thing, too, is if there is something you're passionate about and you don't have anybody that believes in you, fuck them. Seriously? Do your own thing. It's your life.
Well, dude, that was probably the best thing that just could have come up. I believe me.
Wow, that was perfect. Okay. But, yeah, believe in yourself. Not everyone is gonna support you, and it's also... It's good to recognize that there's a lot of people in this world that have very, very narrow minds, and...
I was about to say that,
too. Yeah, it's literally, like, people that are gonna shit talk you or, you know, tell you can't do something. Dude,
they're insecure about themselves because they don't have the guts that you have to do what you're doing.
Exactly.
With my family, it's like... My family's not traditional at all whenever it comes to, like, education, but, like... I have 2 cousins that are going to be lawyers. I have one that's going to be a forensic pathologist. I have one that's currently a nurse. I don't know what the other one wants to do. I mean, she likes jewelry and rocks, so I guess rock polisher, jewelry person.
Yeah.
It's like, I guarantee, like, I'm just going to say it now. I was always viewed as the fuck up of the family because, like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. But now looking back on it, I just didn't want to do what they wanted to do. You and I always strayed with the gaming and the video production while everyone else was just like, I'm going to school.
I get the degree.
I'm gonna be mayor.
Oh, hey guys, just a little flex though. Everyone who talked shit about me not doing shit, I'm the only cousin without any fucking college debt. Suck it to all you guys. Ah!
You know how many people you just offended that have college debt?
Listen,
No, I'm
I
just kidding.
said no. Bullshit.
kidding.
I said in the beginning of this, I'm fortunate for my situation and I never take it for granted. I also never flex on the fact that I don't have college debt. And no, before you say anything, it's not daddy's money. It's daddy's discount. I've put the work in to get like the extra funding that I got, so that's my little flex. It's like I put the work in. Granted, I have a little help with my father's discount, but like I said, I'm fortunate about that. I'm not flexing on all you people because I know you're hard workers. I'm flexing on my family.
All right, Nikki.
Yeah, I just wanted to state that because I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want people to be pissed.
Dude, I guess the last thing I really have to say, I guess with the direction that we headed, which was no direction at all.
Yeah, we kind of strayed off that path really quickly.
What did I want to say, dude? Wow. I'm actually so annoyed because I feel like it was a good finisher. It was a good little ender offer. Wow. I'm going to be so mad if I can't think about this. If I can't think about it in the next 3 seconds, then I might have to just fucking rethink it in the next podcast. And
Yeah, dude, we can write it down. I was writing something down on my phone so that we could look back because we cut from you opening up your Milky Way. Not your Milky Way, your Meltaway.
Milky Way.
So I just wrote down like the approximate time, but dude, whenever it comes to no like direction, I'll just add this since you can't really think of what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
When it comes to no direction,
I remember what I was going to say, but go ahead.
talk.
I just wanted to say, really quick before I forget this, there is nothing wrong with not knowing what you want to do with your life. Is that what you're going to say?
That's literally what I was gonna say.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, guys, I thought that my life was going to be figured out, right after high school. Like, I knew what I wanted to do at the time. I just didn't really realize all the steps I needed to go with that. And just don't get discouraged. Don't compare yourself to other people. I'll tell you something that helps me is, like, just really limit your social media use because you're just going to start comparing yourself to others. And it's going to set you back because you're going to be like, oh, they have that. I have this. They're this age. Dude, it's not a fucking race. It's really not at all. You got to keep doing your thing. You keep chipping away at something that you want to do with your life over time.
Don't ever change what you want to do. And most importantly, out of anything I can say about this, and I truly mean this is going to be the most important thing I say, don't ever question yourself based on other people's reactions to what you do. Do not ever compromise who you are as a person to please someone else. If you know in your fucking gut something's not, like, you don't vibe with it, don't do it. If you, like, follow your gut, follow your instinct, because that's what's going to get you through everything.
It really is,
There was
dude.
my voice crack for this one.
Yeah.
But, like, just don't... Easiest way I can put it, don't be a pussy. If you have something you want to do, focus on it. If people don't, like, agree with what you want to do, fuck them.
I think
I don't talk to anyone from high school except
Yeah,
for one person.
I only talked to a couple buddies, and they're all older than me, dude. And those are the guys, but fuck. I had something I wanted to say. Oh, okay, I know what I wanted to say. Anytime you get down on yourself, just know, I truly do believe this. I think the universe works in some crazy ways, but I think everyone's born with a talent.
You
but
just have to recognize what it is.
I think it just takes some figuring out, and it doesn't happen overnight, but once you find your thing, fucking kill it, man. Kill it, girl.
I feel like our talents kind of came out relatively early. We just didn't have the ability to...
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm just going to say this now. Isaac and I were never, like, close to a certain point in our life. It's like we started playing Xbox, and that's what kind of started the whole, like, I'm just gonna say, Isaac's the closest motherfucker I have in my arsenal. It's like he's the closest person that I trust the most. It's like we started off playing Xbox and everything, and like through that we started to develop this like not relationship, but like this closeness to where, dude, Isaac
Definitely,
and you and I are kind of like one and the same. It's just
we really are, man.
we have different approaches to how we want to get things done, but it's like at the end of the day, you want to do film like stuff, I want to do film stuff. It's like you like video creation, I like video creation, you're good with editing, I'm dog shit at editing, but I can make a nasty thumbnail.
Yeah, dude, you're good with the fucking... Yeah, dude. There's always value, man.
Not to mention...
Everyone always adds value.
We're both kind of on the spectrum, so if one person can't always perform or entertain, the other can pick it up.
Oh yeah, you just gotta flip the fucking breaker on, dude. But yeah, dude, we really, yeah, I mean, we never seen each other when we were kids. It really took us, taking initiative, cause,
dude,
you know.
Yeah, as fucking children, we were pushing for our family to, like, talk more.
And
they still fucking don't.
That's the thing that sucks is, like, that's actually another good point, is, like, your family's not always your family.
Blood does not mean family, and that's something I learned really fucking quick. It's like,
it's just, dude, the people that are gonna support you are gonna support you, and they really don't always gotta be blood.
Dude, I don't care who sees this. I've got very limited people. Like, I trust 4 people with my actual life in this world, and none of them are just, like, from the original people that I grew up with.
Wow.
You, Hosen, Timmy, Carter. Like, sorry, Mom and Dad. You guys gotta earn that shit back. Got a lot of not repenting. God damn it. What fucking word did I want to use?
I don't know, this ain't church.
Got a lot to make it up for.
Yeah. It's a crazy life.
We kind of veered off from what we were talking about with, like, no direction.
I don't think we did, because this whole podcast has been no direction, and that's kind of the point.
This whole podcast has been atypical.
It has been.
Atypical nonsense.
That's what we do. That's what we do,
That's the way going out.
But
we're a bunch of degenerates.
We're fucking stupid. We are coming up close to the 48-minute mark here. I'd say this is a pretty productive podcast. Right? You'd say so? What? Turn that off.
I'd say it's been pretty...
You fuck. Turn that off.
You're a bastard for saying that.
Oh!
Fuck. No, I think it's been pretty productive for the first one back. It's like, I'm on vacation, like summer vacation.
Spring break!
I already had that! We've been on... Fucking hell.
Jesus.
That sounded like you ripped ass, but it was the chair. Dude, okay. Back to what I was trying to say. I'm on summer vacation from now until May 15th.
Whoa. Sorry.
Right,
sorry, good.
Nah.
Yeah, you're on summer vacation.
Nah.
Tell the fellas what you want to say.
Alright, you interrupt me one more time, I'm beating you to death. So I'm on summer vacation until... Alright, fuck my point.
No.
Nope, done talking.
Dude, I had the slightest...
Fuck it.
I had the slightest little cackle. Go ahead.
Dumb. Fuck my thought. We're done with that.
So what he was going to say is he's on summer vacation at the moment, and he's going to have a lot more time. He's going to have a lot more time for the time being until he starts his school back up, and hopefully you're going to be seeing a lot more of these podcasts. Is that right? Is that right, Nikki?
I'm keeping my fucking mouth shut from this point on, motherfucker. That's what I was gonna say, but you're a bastard for interrupting me.
Right, and I guess we ought to wrap it up there then, right?
I guess.
Is there anything else you would like to communicate with the fellows?
Dude, we're about at 50 minutes. Yeah. I feel like it's a good podcast for, like, a bunch of kids that live in a dump town.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's like we kind of added some intellectual shit with some dumb shit. With
maybe
some,
in
like, deep shit.
Maybe in the next one we can get into like some fucking maybe some Tinder stories.
Oh god, Tinder and Bumble stories.
Maybe just dating as a whole in this new generation. I think that'd be funny.
Dude, we are not the people to talk about it.
We're definitely not.
Dude, I can talk about. Okay, this is just gonna be a little bit of a cliffhanger for you guys to come back next time. Next podcast, we'll talk about me hooking up with a communist.
Alright, and
that's a good story.
I was gonna add mine, but I feel like it's gonna actually that's
add yours really quick. Actually, I want to add something. I did not know she was a communist before I hooked up with her, just to preface that.
And I will tell you how I almost got blackmailed on Tinder. And that's ought to be a wrap. That's a wrap.
Gotcha,
Atypical.
See you next time. Boogie boogie.